In between you, taking root, arms flung wide, do you sometimes feel yourself drifting across your own being, even as it drapes itself around you, awash, each with the other, yet free, each of the other, rising, rising from the nostrils of a face that's been laid flat on a dissection table and opened? There's an amphitheater of flesh curving around bewildered eyes that once acted you, that you once acted, and saw only in mirrors, mirages, masks, or photographs. For you thought they belonged to you. But today you lie before yourself, unclaimed, unraveled, like a jigsaw puzzle thrown open, with too many pieces and too few. Some of them fit into the cracks, some don't. Some are in you, and some scattered around you. Still others scatter you around. Treasured debris that every lived life leaves. Behind you, like an erasure, rises an earlier you that you cannot erase. Your gigantic shadow, insubstantial, yet forming your substance. Yes, your very substance. And in corners and cracks there are other yous, Gregor Samsas lurking in the woodwork, scurrying away from the light, just like you used to, just like you still do. The bottom of your first chin, sagging with unfulfilled longings and surplus indulgences, is propped up by the crutches of your prosthetic possessions that you own, that own you, proxies for your own absence. And around these props, you still spill over in profiles, rashes of fear and desire that your being cannot confront with a straight face. Look, look at that scream that is pushed back inside your lips with jackboots and pickaxe, half in, half out, just like you, my dear, just like you and me. Fish that cannot breathe in water or out of it, fatally buffeted by the only truly human quest that we know, the desire to be elsewhere, and yet the terror of arriving there. Elsewhere, elsewhere, another being that you sometimes encounter on the rims of dreams, Grecian columns, or the lids of old fashioned torches, is setting free dead, battered batteries of every inspiration that you imprisoned inside yourself, that imprisoned you inside it, and both slowly de energize to death each other. And outside you, outside, closer than a lover's clinch exchanging essence, you are curving around your own parameters on an eagle's wings that is dipping its beak in an oasis whose water laps around your submerged palm, which has surrendered momentarily the uncertain future of its lines to the susurrating sway of palm trees. But this equilibrium of ecstasy is anathema to the surrounding desert and its impatient, ever shifting grains of sand. So once again, in that ever neverness of displacements, you find yourself precariously balanced on the little finger of a gigantic hand that is carried aloft a purple elephant, menacing, gargantuan, rampaging through your world with its tusks. In order not to fall off its millennial quaking back, you are left desperately, despondently grasping other digits of addictions, digits of other addictions. Your Lucy's in the sky with diamonds that promise glibly, falsely, to transport you altered but unharmed to glittering seductions of otherness. Motion sickened, almost ODing, the purple mahout plays you your siren song that drifts you past open manholes which are regurgitating bits of you in and out from underground sewers of your own being to hourglasses that count spent moments and eyes dripping precisely measured moisture on the sand below. There is a brief moment of rebellion when you grapple with rampant avuncular ghosts that, in the name of honor and tradition, direct you to a precisely preordained life. You scrabble to take charge of your own light, but the bulb is fused, shorted by the overload of others' expectations, which push you inevitably towards that hollow glitter of neon, which leaks out from places of production, pleasure, and prayer. Offices, industries, malls, temples, and mosques, where palmists and prophet lines merge, and to predict your future and predictably tie it to a monthly paycheck and dreary 8 to 8 routine inside anonymous tube-lit cubicles. Thus, what you were is what you will forever be without ever being what you really are. You have become that boatman who faces the way he's traveled, carrying his unlived life as cargo, the albatross that the poet once saw and the sailor once carried around his neck. But maybe someday you will sing a sad eyed tree into existence, and it will cling to that side of your face that you have never opened, never dared to open. And maybe, just maybe, you'll come to realize that the sad eyed tree's roots and yours, they are the same. You were just searching for them in other places. You were just searching for them in other places.